Are we live yet? I think we're live. We're live.
Oh, we're live here?
We're live here.
We were live over there just a few minutes ago.
Oh, I don't know. As long as somebody's alive. What's going on, LyFE?
Hey, man.
Happy Friday to you.
Heck yeah. After this week, I need a Friday.
I'm going to shake my fist at Jason's Astro. He says I'm demonetized now because of roller coaster.
If you say his name really fast, it sounds like you're calling him an asshole.
That's true. I'm not going to do that to him, though.
Yeah.
All right, so who do we have out there following today? Peeking in on us.
Oh,
it's like Kev's there, Taxilla, Yeti's uncle. Hey Yeti. Redneck Vapor. Redneck Vapor, you won something last night.
Yeah, he did. He won some West End e-liquid.
I saw something. The lawnmower guy's here. Yeah. Pulling weeds. Mowing lawns. Let's see who else is here. Oh, there's a few more trickling in. So.
We got 16 people watching. We're off to a good start.
Philip Hicks. Raymond French is here.
There's Pippa.
Peepa. I like to call her Peepa for some reason. Because you know me.
Cheddar.
You know me, I like to change people's names up. Whether they like it or not.
Buck and Cheddar Ranch?
What?
Is that a cousin to a bacon chicken ranch?
Cheddar Ranch. I didn't see that one yet. Scott's here. The Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. Buck and Cheddar Ranch.
That's kind of funny.
Wow.
Oh, Yeti may even thumbs up this video.
Oh, that's nice of him.
And then Fresh says he was pretty sure this show was canceled weeks ago, and no one told these to you.
I think so.
You know what?
Looks like
we got the microphone. We're gonna do whatever the hell we want.
It looks canceled to me from the turnout. Yeah, who knows? It may build as we go along. Well, I hope that everybody had a safe and fun holiday weekend last weekend. Did you do anything? Or were you just spent your entire weekend on the internet? No,
I was on a handful of live shows, but we had the kids. We went to this place called Palmer's Funland, Family Funland. They had go-karts and laser tag and archery tag.
Is that better than the Minnesota Zoo?
Yeah, it was closer. It's like 12 minutes away versus 2.5 hours.
I could just see you riding a go-kart.
One of my nephews was down here, and little guy, maybe 3.5 years old, he grabs my hand and he's like, "Let's go go-karts." And I'm like, how you turn a kid like that down? So, wedged myself into a go-kart. I had to look like one of those Koopa turtles hanging over the sides of the golf carts in like Mario Kart, but it was a good time.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to talk about tonight?
I don't know. You vaping on anything? Or did you quit?
Yeah, I'm vaping on several things.
All right.
Well, why don't you start with what you're vaping on?
All right. So, I'm vaping on this 1111 with a purple Druga. And on there, I'm matching the purple of the Adore with the Simple Apple Roll. It's back. If you haven't got any yet, you need to go over there and order that.
Hell yeah, I got
It's
some.
available in pre-made and in concentrate.
Where is it?
Um,
Oh, there
at
it is.
EdoreEliquid.com.
This stuff?
Yeah, and those new
Ooh.
labels, the new font. Oh,
Ooh.
that simple apple roll. It's so good.
It's just like I remembered it too. It's good.
And got the triple X, and on there I'm taking a ride on some Blue Munchie by Vape Girl Vixen. Or yeah, I think it is
Munchie?
Vape Girl Vixens. Blue Munchie.
Munchie like Munchy?
Monchi.
Oh.
I don't know. This might be getting
That's
close to the edge, like the Monchichis or something.
that's
I
like
don't
the
know.
French spelling or something. Is that Canadian liquid?
No, this is
French Canadian.
this is Hesh's cousin, but like Hesh's cousin sent this out to me for a review, so I don't know if I should really trust it too much. You know how Hesh is.
Maybe he's Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Hesh is Irish, so if it's his cousin, he's probably not Puerto Rican.
But cool stuff there. That's basically what I've been on today. You know, I always got the key lime pie, Greek yogurt mixing in. Kind of light today.
I've been enjoying this one right here.
Ooh.
Look at that sexy new label. So that's ooh.
That one?
It's kind of metallic, and as you can see, I've already blown through a whole bottle. So I think that.
Did you get any of that one?
I do have some of the dat one now. That's a tobacco flavor, and I really do like it, but I just can't do tobacco in like the quantities that I can suck this down.
Yeah.
You know, so I do have some, and it's really good, but it's not something that I can just piss pound, if you will.
Do you think it's better in like a tighter, like mouth to lung
I think
style?
I think that it's like a good treat. Like, you know, I've been away from tobacco flavor so long that it's like, ooh, it feels naughty. You know.
Yeah. I'm going out the backyard and having a cigar.
That's a little bit naughty. So while I do recommend it and I do enjoy it, it's just you know, it's like savory and something that, you know, it's not like, I don't know exactly.
Cool.
I'm speechless. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's really good, but it's tobacco after all, so, you know, it's like sipping whiskey. That's a good.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're not just gonna piss pound a bottle of really good bourbon. You know, you're just gonna sip it.
Yep.
So, I guess that would be the best analogy that I could come up with my wee little pea brain.
We need that in a video. That one. You're not gonna just piss pound it. You're gonna savor it. Dean needs that for a commercial.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty. I mean, I'm vaping some other stuff. I'm vaping what you said earlier, the Sinful Apple Roll. I got that a couple days ago, so I've been enjoying that again. I've been vaping on this, which is Vape Kitchen. It's a butterscotch bobino, and it's like a very complex butterscotch custardy type of vape, kind of sweet.
Yeah. A creamy butterscotch or like a syrupy butterscotch?
No, it's creamy butterscotch. It's like it's not like artificial butterscotch like you get on top of a sundae or something.
Yeah.
It's more like a homemade butterscotch type of flavor.
Gotcha.
Butterscotch custard.
Nice.
And that's pretty good. And then
Sweet.
the other thing I've been vaping is some DIY that I made a couple weeks ago, and this was on Fresh's show, I think 2 weeks ago. Me and Ren worked on this little custard recipe, and it's actually been improving, you know. So takes a little bit of time for the custards to steep, and this is getting really good now. So
Gotcha.
think that we might have been onto something with that recipe.
Nice. It's always fun to find one of those recipes that just comes together, and you just mixed it up on a whim.
Yeah. Well, it was compilation. We kind of put our heads together, and we didn't release that one because she didn't really like it, you know, and I thought it showed promise, you know. But custards are tough because when you first mix them up, you know, they're not going to shine for at least a week, and you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they can continue to get better or fall flat on their face. Depending, so
Yeah, sometimes you mix a custard and the fruit's good. They're at 2 weeks. You go, I'm gonna give it another week, and then all the fruit just goes away.
yeah. Well, and sometimes what I don't like is real eggy custards. That's why I like this one so much. Is it's, you know, I don't really get that egg. I get more of a caramely. You know, it's just different.
The creamy. Yep.
Creamy, caramely, I don't know, magic, whatever he puts in there.
Magic, yeah.
You know, Dean worked on that one for 3 years, so put a lot of time and effort into that one.
Exactly. You got anything coming up that you're excited about?
Well, I'm excited that I got my airline tickets switched. So we're a go for looking at Dallas.
Yeah.
You know, in early November, or just November.
November 4th and 5th. Yep.
About 6-7 weeks from now, something like that. So
that gives us a little more breathing room. We can scrimp together a couple more pennies, just in case we find something shiny or we want to eat.
Or if we want to eat or do anything.
So I was glad you were able to get your ticket changed as easy as you could.
Yeah.
I had to yell at a couple people so they didn't charge me $200 to change my flight.
Yeah, you guys had me scared. And then when I called, it was like, okay, here you go. Ta-da. I'm like, oh, cool.
It's like you reached the nicest person ever.
Probably.
All right.
Either that or I just have a gift. I know how to talk to people.
We'll let you believe that one. Yeah. That's what it was. So humor. Yeah, I can't wait for that. It did take a little bit of pressure off because, you know, things have been tight with the kids going back to school, all the school supplies and stuff. I was going to go down there with, all right, I can buy 1 bottle of juice at this expo.
Hell yeah.
But everything's good.
Do you have you want to share any advocacy news?
I did find some news. Maybe some of this was already covered somewhere else out there. Of course, we did hear some side conversation, but the San Francisco Flavor Ban is going up on a election. Of course, the board voted unanimously to say, yeah, we need to put it to a vote, a public vote. So that will be on next year's June primary election. So hopefully we can still continue to get the voters out there to understand what we're talking about. So the fight is still on there. They didn't just overturn it. They want to put it up to a special vote, or it's worked into the June vote. Another piece of information I found was there's an Irish airlines called Ryanair, and they were flip-flopping this past week or so about if they were going to allow vape devices on planes. They flopped towards the no, you can't take any vape gear onto a plane, and you can't check it because of battery stuff. And then they said on the 7th they changed their mind back to you can. So I don't think anybody knows how they want to handle any of this stuff, and people are just going towards things that they think is the right way, and then people raise a stink. So sounds like enough people talk to them and they switch back. The other thing is, as we all knew it was going to happen, is that the Nicopure Labs lawsuit, they have submitted for appeal to get back into court and get a second chance at that. So anything we can do to support the right to be smoke-free lawsuit still applies, and all that money going to them is going to be needed for that appeal. Outside of that, I didn't really see anything new. I know you said something about Canada. What was cool with Canada?
I don't really know if I know enough about it to really speak about it, but it was something that I picked up off of Grimm's vlog yesterday. One of his Canadian patrons or whatever followers had said something about the Canadian government was doing some sort of a survey or something, and that the end result of this was that they look like they may be heading towards delineating vapor from tobacco products. So hopefully doing something similar to what New Zealand did, and calling vapor products as a separate entity from tobacco products, which was I don't know, that's pretty cool. That at this stage I think that it's just like in the feeler stages or whatever, but the government was reaching out to people to get their opinions on how they felt about that. I can try and, after the show, I'll try and track down there's some sort of a I can't.
Well, even hearing that is good news, that people are reaching out and people are saying, hey, this isn't smoking. This isn't cigarettes. This is something that's totally different. And I'm okay with them putting in a distinction that this is not cigarettes, this is not tobacco, this is something totally separate. And if they want to regulate it as something totally separate, that's fine. But we don't need to be grouped into something that isn't good for you.
Right.
Or is even worse. So yeah, it's good news. A little bits of good news trickling in is better than big nasty news dropping.
Yeah, so what I was trying to say was, if I can track down that survey, I'll put a link to it in the bottom of this replay or video or whatever, and that way any of our Canadian followers can go over there and interact with their own government and do what you need to do to support what's going on up there.
Excellent.
I'm kind of the opinion that any of these countries that do things like this and separate hi Fresh,
what's up?
Any of these countries that do this and separate tobacco from vapor products, that's kind of a win for us in a way, because we can always point to that, and it's any time that any of the other governments are doing something different than our government, not that necessarily it's going to help, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, and that's the other side. If you want to play the devil's advocate side on the other side, what if they're going to separate it so that they can keep cigarettes in the flow, and they want to totally ban our style because it's separate? it's not grouped into tobacco any longer, and it's something that we don't want. It's easier to ban one thing than an entire industry or the entire group of stuff. So you got to look at both ways. So you got to keep on your toes about anything coming out.
Gotta watch them fuckers.
Oh, those fuckers will get you every time.
They will.
Other than that, I don't know. I didn't really notice anything striking coming out on the news wire this week. Did you, Fresh? Any news?
I've been so busy with work that I don't know what's going on in the vaping world.
Right.
I have no earthly idea right now.
I don't think there's been anything earth-shattering. Everybody's
It's everybody's either on break
or trying to dodge hurricanes or cleaning up after they got swamped in Houston. And people got other problems this week.
Exactly.
Yeah, vaping's pretty low on the
priority level of
priority level. Yeah,
world crises this week.
Yep.
I would have to
the
agree.
the big news.
Yeah.
That is the big news. We were talking about that already.
It's back, baby.
Good evening,
What
Yonko.
do you think, Gizzard Stew? You're one of those people that have been around long enough to remember what it tastes like.
I think it's
What do you think?
it's pretty dead on to
Yeah, it's spot on.
the previous, at least from my memory. You know, it's like brings back memories. It smells so good too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don reached out to me because
Dawn sent me a beta bottle of it because she knows that this was my adore jam. Like it was hazy custard and sinful Apparel. So she sent me and she said shake this and vape it. And that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
And she tracked the package until it got to my door, and I started getting text messages like, "Did you try it yet?"
Well, I know I talked to her about it quite a bit, and she had created quite a bit of anxiety and frustration when one of her ingredients just went missing, and it's like, you can't do that to me, can you?
No.
So the company that she was getting the flavoring from, she was like, you know, that's not right.
Oh yeah.
Kicking butts, taking names over there.
Yeah, so it took her quite a while, I think, to nail down, you know, because it just was never quite the same without that flavoring. So she must have finally found a workaround.
Yep. And then getting it back, getting the reformulation down and having it hidden for quite a while. She had it hidden for quite some time.
Yeah.
Wasn't sharing it with anybody. Scared that we were going to reject the new sinful apple roll.
She probably didn't want people bugging her about it either.
Yeah. So, yeah. As soon as I shook it up and vaped it, I would text her back. I was like, that's like going home right there.
As I remember when it disappeared, there were quite a few people that were up in arms over the whole deal.
Oh, I was certain to go burn the Adore lab down, Gizzard Stew.
Or the flavoring company that put the
once the
on it.
proper culprit was aimed at.
Yeah. You gotta channel your hate.
That's right. That's right.
Never towards the door.
Feel the hate flow through you.
There he is.
Dude, so sorry.
It's all right.
You know, I bought a gazebo, right, for my backyard. And I've been waiting for it for a couple days, and it just showed up a few hours ago. I started putting it together, and I just fucking lost track of time. And then I just took a break. I'm eating a bowl of cereal because I'm starving because I haven't eaten. And I looked down at my phone, I checked Instagram, and he's like, "Get in here." I was like, "Oh shit!" So, my apologies, man, but I'm going to pay for the bowl of cereal.
All right. Well, at least you're here. Our special guest tonight is the Vaping Heathen.
So I see Gizzard Stew treats you like he treats me. Get in here.
Sweaty and shit. Whatever.
What else are you gonna say? What else are you gonna tell somebody?
Like,
Get your ass in here.
Yeah, right.
like, hey, douche nozzle. Like, what? I just woke up. I don't even understand, Gizzard Stew. What's a douche nozzle? Like, someone tell me.
I didn't call him a douche nozzle. You did.
No, that's a special That's a special thing that you just call Fresh 03 at like 3 in the morning.
This is becoming a regular occurrence. So we had a little bit of the same thing happen last night on the vape team, from what I was watching. One of the cast didn't show up for the show. He was taking a nap.
But Billy wasn't taking a nap. He was putting together a goddamn gazebo.
He was gazeboing.
Yeah, and I got, dude, I mean, it's a big ass fucking steel gazebo. I've been like building it all day. It's like fucking 12 feet high. It's like 13 by 10. It's huge. And I've been putting it there, and I got most of it up. Now I'm just like putting the curtain parts up, like, you know.
Yeah.
The easy shit, but it's a pain in the ass. Just a little stressful.
We're gonna need a review from the gazebo.
I know, right?
I am going to do some fucking. I'm going to be doing some videos out there, man. I hooked my yard up, man. It's beautiful now. I got new furniture and shit. But yesterday, Tommy, a couple days ago, Tommy emailed me. He's like, "Yo, you want to come on the show?" You know, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll come on the show." You know, what his new no fucks vaping. I said, "Yeah, I'll come on." I said, "I can't stay on the whole show because I had work the next day, but I'll come on." He's like, "Okay." So I got to go on yesterday, and he's got Phil Brisardo on. I was like, so I thought I was supposed to come on. I don't know what happened. So I was going to do 2 live shows in a row. But he got back, and he's like, he said, "Oh, dude, it totally slipped my mind." I was like, "All right."
You mean we had that guy?
Yeah, now you're in Phil's room.
Oh, shit. Fucking crazy.
It was live for the whole time.
Phil had to step away to go pee before the show, so I snipped the screen, and now I got him for my green screen.
Dude, do mine. I'll walk away right now.
All right.
You gotta wait till he's.
Do I need to get out of the picture?
You gotta wait till he's. You gotta wait till he's presented. It'd probably be better.
Right?
No, I can get him just right there. Yeah, go ahead and just walk off camera.
Okay, move.
What?
You can move back the camera. I got it.
Good?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, he's quick.
Yeah, no, life will get.
He's got
you.
it down. He's got it down.
You gotta freak me the fuck out.
He's like snip, snip, snip. Right here, he's doing just a little bit of resizing, and
yeah, just about there.
All right.
He's in my big old list of people's houses.
Here it comes.
There we go.
Ta-da!
We're there.
Dude, that's fucking freaking me out, dude.
Did you want to go travel with me to Portugal?
Here we go.
oh, he's getting ready. The teleportation.
Oh,
He's a
yeah,
jumper.
we get around.
Remember that movie Jumper?
That's right.
Yeah. We can even go. You know, you want to go? Brian's not home. He's going for the weekend.
There's the teleportation.
That looked exactly like you actually teleported. It looked like Scotty just beamed you up.
It's good
Yeah,
fun.
the first time he blew a cloud and changed rooms, I was mind blown. Like,
yeah.
All right. So, are you ready for question and answer period? He's like, "No, I'm still eating my cereal."
No, go ahead. I'm good. I mean, but I don't have fucking none of my good shit in front of me.
Oh, it's all right.
We
We'll
won't
skip
ask you about that.
You don't have to do a buffet on this show.
The first question I had for you is, I'd like to know when did you started smoking? What age?
About 12, 13.
Jeez.
One of the early birds.
Yeah.
Did
I
you?
was just telling me and the friends, like, just started fucking doing, we'd sneak out and have a cigarette and play the rest of the day or whatever. And then it just kept going from there, you know what I mean, over there. I think full time, maybe like 15,
Fucking kids.
Yeah.
All right. So, when did you first start vaping? When did you transition?
I don't know the exact time. I think it was 3 years ago. 3.5 years, something like that, or less, more or less. It was October 2013, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say.
So you're coming up for it too.
2013, yeah.
Do you remember what you were using back then?
I do. I started with the V2 cigarette, the V2 little cigarette. I started with those and all the different flavors and stuff. And that got me most of the way there for a while, for a couple months. Then I went to an MVP3, or an MVP, whatever it was called. Yenigan High Taste MVP.
Mm-hmm.
And a, not the Nautilus, but the Beyond Vape version of the Nautilus, the Silo Mini.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I have.
That was a great tank.
Yeah. So the MVP and the Silo. I love the Silo. The Silo is awesome. And the Silo Beast is awesome as a sub-ohm tech.
Yeah, the silo you could use like a bunch of different coils in it if I remember correctly, right?
No. Yeah, you can, but you can use the Nautilus mini coils.
Yeah, the Nautilus, the
The
BBC.
Nautilus mini coils, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember that thing was out of stock for forever, and I was pissed. I was pissed about it. And then I finally got it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's the Nautilus.
So what flavor made you switch? Cereal.
Wild
berries.
Wild berry.
Still vape it to this day. It's my favorite juice. This is what got me there.
Vista Vapors from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Vista Vapors Wildberry. It's got me to quit, and it's still my favorite juice to this day.
Excellent.
That was some of the first juice I ever bought too, because it was local to me. Vista
I had
Vapors.
never heard of it until I watched one of Billy's shows.
They're kind of the Mount Baker Vapor of Minnesota.
Yeah.
You know,
Midwest.
yeah, where they did the flavor shots and all that type of stuff. It was very similar to where you could ask for.
I actually started with Mount Baker for like a month or two, and then I found Vista Vapors, the same type of website. It was the same type of thing. I was like, let me try this, and tried it, found Wildberry, and just smooth sailing from there.
I still to this day, I've never tried anything from Mount Baker. I've not tried a single liquid.
You know what? You know what, you uncle? We may have to get you some. What's the one? Hawk sauce. We have to get you some hawk sauce.
Oh shit, Hawk sauce,
right?
Yeah.
Get the special championship edition that they put out like once a year.
Hawk sauce.
I almost
Like,
broke down and
you
got
won
some of that.
Oh, you won the NFC West again. Congratulations. Actually, this year it might be tougher. This might be a tougher year to win.
Here's the big gulp.
Bottom of the bowl. Here comes the milk mustache.
Yeah,
It's just protein.
I almost.
It's good shit. Makes me fart like crazy, but it's fucking good. It's got like 22 grams of protein just in the cereal alone, and then you add the milk. Gives you like fucking 25, 26 grams of protein. Good.
Nice.
But really, man, this thing is like, you eat the bowl of this, it's crazy gas. Crazy gas.
So it's cereal made.
Non-stop involuntary gas.
So what we're saying, we need to know the brand of that so we can all eat it in Dallas when we're around Rubber.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and I guarantee you should try it. Just try it once, right? You'll eat a bowl, give it a couple hours, and you're non-stop farting.
I'm eating right before I get on the plane. And that way, when I get there, I can work around the airport waiting for Roro. Just like,
Perfect, man. It's called Kashi Go Lean.
oh, the Kashi?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The Kashi Go
Yeah.
Lean. It's the
Yeah.
certain type, though, man. It's fucking fart cereal, dude. It's unbelievable. Never seen anything like it. I looked it up, actually, because I was like, is there something wrong with me? Because I was eating it like every day, and it would non-stop gas. And then I looked it up, and there's like a whole blogs to it about how much it makes you fart and shit. It's crazy. So now I only eat it a few times because my wife fucking wanted to divorce me.
It's on the Kashi Reddit group.
Yeah.
The Kashi gas subreddit.
I wonder. I'd like to know what they have for hand checks over there.
Whose
It's not
birthday
hand
is it?
checks. Oh, it's somebody's birthday.
Somebody's birthday.
It's your birthday, uncle.
It's my
Yeah.
birthday.
Is it really?
No.
Oh.
Whose birthday is it?
Yeah,
I was
Pooh,
trying to
Pooh
keep
Bear fucked
quiet.
it up.
My brother's birthday was
Pooh
yesterday.
Bear, Diamond Yow. Those guys are good at Diamond Yow, aren't they? Like last year I had it hidden. Like I swear I hit everything. I hit it on all of them, but no.
Yeah, but some of us have it wrote down.
Wow. September, baby.
You know?
Sapphire.
Sapphire. There you
Oh,
go.
Chief, come here, boy. Yeah. Say hi to everybody, Chief. It's Chiefy boy.
Hey, Chief.
That's the Chief. So what's up? What's up, boy? Woo-hoo.
Yes, that dog. Does that dog sit like this?
Where's she at? I don't even know where she's at. She's passed out somewhere.
He's a coprophiliac,
Nice.
though. He likes to eat cat shit.
Thanks for leaving me all these snacks over here, cat.
You're not gonna eat that? I'll take care of that.
The cat's just sitting there like,
All right, go ahead, go play.
All right, next question. Do you still have the cocktail napkin for the dead rabbit?
Yeah. That's it.
there she
Not
is.
it, but it looks like this. Hold on. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Yes.
Sweet.
And then I turned it. That was a later drawing when I turned it. As you can see how good I can draw.
I knew there was one of those. You said I can't believe you had it handy though.
Yeah, it's right here.
That's cool.
Nice.
So, have you been pretty pleased with how things are going with that?
Yeah, I can.
Can't,
I couldn't. Yeah, things are going great with it. I mean,
that's good.
I can't scroll through Instagram without seeing it fucking 10 times. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like.
That's awesome.
Well,
Fresh has
you
one.
built a deck. You just built a deck that's great for coil porn guys to just drop in their coils.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It's absolutely perfect. Like that, I think. You uncle, do you have one yet? Yeah, you do.
Yep, I
I was gonna say it probably pretty quickly became like one of your top RDAs.
do. Oh yeah, I fucking love that thing. That's what I've been saying. Remember I was saying how much I think it's actually going to take over my goon collection. It's going to end
Yeah.
up being a rabbit collection.
What I love most about the dead rabbit is just the way it vapes, the airflow and the flavor. It's like for me, it's how everything should vape. You know, like
Yep.
it's the perfect
Yep.
vape for me. It's not too wide open. It's not too restricted. It's just right where it should be. It's smooth. It's flavorful. And like I said, when I got that first initial prototype in, that very first prototype, I had this airflow, but it was a little bit smaller. And I went, whoa, it was just like, it hit me. I was like, that's it. That's the fucking airflow. I just got to open it up a little bit and we'll change everything else, make other changes. But that airflow's staying. And that's it. You know, it was almost like one of those fucking moments of clarity, you know, like, oh shit,
Yeah.
did I just really do this? Like,
Yes.
whew.
All right, so here's another question for you. At this point in your YouTube career, what motivates you?
What motivates me? All right. Well, one of the things that really motivates me is the messages I get. I get not crazy, but lots of messages, but almost on the daily. It seems like at this point, where I've inspired somebody to quit smoking. I've inspired somebody to start a channel. I wanted to thank you. You helped me to get my mom to quit. My mom had emphysema, and now she's doing this. I mean, I get all these different stories, and I'm like, no friggin' way, you know. But I'm actually affecting people's lives, so that's one thing that definitely inspires me. That's like the biggest thing. You know what I mean? Two, it keeps me away from my past misdeeds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
yeah, I was a fucked up dude at one point. I mean, I was always a nice guy, but personally, I had some personal demons, as I'm sure most of us do. But I'm compulsive, man. When I get into something, I get into it, and this keeps me away from that, man. It keeps me busy. I don't fucking go out and party all the time like I used to, even on the weekends. Like so that definitely motivates me. Just the joy of doing something now that I'm actually designing things, like to actually be able to do that and work in that type of thing, that fucking definitely inspires me. It's also a little bit of extra income, which helps, so yeah, all that. It's just, it can get tiring, man. It gets exhausting. I can tell you that. It gets to a point where sometimes I'm just like, I'm done. I need to fucking walk away, It's
But what gets you past that? Because I've gotten a couple of weeks where I'm like, I got this lineup here that I could totally blow through all these reviews today, but I got a case of the buckets.
I think just a few days off. You know what I mean? Do something with your family. Just step back, take a breather, rewind, clean up too. Like if you like when there's a lot of clutter, you feel cluttered. So take a fucking minute and clean your surroundings, get your area nice. Once this area is nice and clean, I'm refreshed, man. But right now it's actually starting to get a mess again. Like you can see behind me, fucking over here, see all that clutter, like. That shit's just starting to bother me. This whole desk I got right here is just a fucking,
Yeah.
So, once that starts to happen, it's like you don't even want to go down. I don't even want to go. I'm like, I don't even want to look at that shit.
I totally get that.
So, yeah, that'll keep it calm. And again, the messages, the emails.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, you got tons and tons of emails that you're trying to answer every day, and that can also be a pain in the ass and a burden. But
okay, so conversely, with vaping and the vaping community in mind, what frustrates you the most?
That's a good question. What? Sometimes, especially in the YouTube community, it can feel a little like high school, a little juvenile, and that bothers me. I don't like the clicky type thing. I just don't like that. I understand friendship is friendship, but cliques, I don't like that. When people if it harkens back to high school, where there's always cliques in high school. If you're not a part of a clique, you're kind of on the outside. You get like type things, and I see it. I see it happens to people. I'm sure it happens to me. I mean, it's just I don't like that. It's just something that really just grinds my gears, That's why I am the way I am, I try to stay on my own and still be friendly with everyone. You know what I mean? I just don't like the
clickiness.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about. I mean, you see,
totally.
You definitely see it. It's.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Let's go to a lighter question. Princess Leia or Rey from The Force Awakens?
Do I get Slave Leia?
Yeah.
She was wacky then too, man. She was like all coked up and shit. So she might be a good time, but I do like Rey though, man. I think she's kind of girl that I would want to take home and like, kind of marry. You know what I mean? Like she's just got that look to her. But for a good time, I go with Princess Leia. But I go with Rey.
For a good time, you go with Leia, but he's gonna keep her chained up because she don't want to cling on.
I think that princess you brought home's in the bathroom doing lines. Are you sure this is the one? But I love her.
All right, so I'm counting on Billy's a little bit of his Irish background to save me on this question. So maybe I can get the first answer that I want to hear. If you had to choose to be one, a pirate or a ninja?
pirate or a ninja, what would I be? A ninja.
God damn it, Billy.
Pirates had a hard life, dude. I know a lot of history about pirates, man. They had hard fucking lives, man. Ninjas, most of them are fucking just live by a code, and they're never seen. And,
No, nobody wants to be a pirate with life.
I know, right? Life is out sailing the sea by himself. I've been watching a lot of One Piece, Life. I'm starting to come around to the pirate life.
Yeah.
I definitely need a devil fruit so that I can like turn into like a giant house cat and spit fire at people.
Yeah.
I think that a pirate in port might be okay, but a pirate at sea would suck.
Anybody who worked at sea during that time frame was just a miserable fucking life.
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's crazy.
Scurvy and rope burn.
Yeah. Like I got into the like a deep dive on Wikipedia, and then from Wikipedia it leads to like different historic sites, and I was reading about the mutiny on the Bounty, and that was you're like you read about what the guy did to people. What's his capital I? You read about what he did to people, and by the standards of that day, it wasn't that bad what he was pulling on people. But you read about what he was up to, like he's having people flogged for like looking at him funny, or
Yeah.
no, what was it, like a deckhand didn't get out of his way or something, so he had the dude flogged. It's like by that day's standard, that was totally typical. Yeah. You're just like, dude, you had this dude whipped so badly that like permanently scarring him, pulling pieces of skin off his back. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Just because he didn't get out of your way in time? No.
All right, so I got another. I got my regular question that I ask usually when we're doing these interviews. So, sharks or penguins, and why?
Sharks or penguins? Like,
You can take it any way you want.
okay, penguins. And why is because those motherfuckers got heart. I don't know what you ever seen. You ever seen a fucking the video Planet Earth, man? They followed them in Antarctica and the shit that they go through, and how they watch after each one's kids and shit, and they go out and hunt, and they all huddle together to keep themselves warm. And yeah, man, they got fucking heart, dude. So a penguin, a shark's just a fucking. I mean, he's a badass motherfucker, but he's just a cranky bitch who never gets any sleep.
Good point. Good point.
Billy joining me on the penguin side, Gizzard stew.
I get it.
But please, nobody take out as me liking the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, we're not talking hockey. The only thing,
Giancarlo out there. Sharks.
the only thing that I would pick a shark over a penguin for would be food, because I think shark's probably a little bit more tasty
Yeah.
than a penguin.
Yeah.
But I mean, like when penguins party, like they party hard. Like when they're having fun, they're having fun.
Yeah, they got the suit, they got the fucking tuxedo on and shit. They're like,
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it's
They're always classy little bastards.
it's like Rochelle and Nikki. They said definitely penguins because the guys have to stay home and watch the egg, and the girls get to go out and party.
Yeah.
I'm looking a little like fucking Paulie Walnuts from The Sopranos right now. You see the fucking gray?
Polly walnuts.
Hey, T.
So, Billy, I know you said that you were.
You know what's over when Billy starts? He's got like this. He's just got like a jogging suit on for his reviews. Like, stop. Like what? Well, Billy, stop giving a fuck. All right.
That's a 10th Street tuxedo in Philly.
A 1972 jogging suit.
So I heard that you have been hitting the diet and the workout pretty hard. What's your fallback to cheat or comfort food?
I'm a sucker for breakfast. So like a big breakfast, man. I love, fucking bacon, sausage, pancakes.
Lumberjack breakfast.
Yeah, I love breakfast foods. I'll eat breakfast for dinner sometimes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like a good pizza too. You know what I mean? Or a cheesesteak. I'm in Philly, so a cheesesteak.
Gotcha.
Ate a lot of yogurt. A lot of Greek yogurt, man. My fridge is stocked with Greek yogurt.
Yogurt and kashi.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with yogurt and kashi, gizzard stew.
I know, it's just weird comfort food.
So is that another deciding factor on why you got the gazebo? So you could be outside and your wife won't divorce you because of all the gas going on?
There you go. See, figured it out.
You just move your
Man, if I'm gonna be out here all the time, I better class this joint up.
you move your shit out there.
I think it's going to be refreshing though out there, like to do some videos out at a different location, because it's going to look fucking real nice, man. When I'm done with it, I'm going to have nice lighting set up. Actually, got a nice backdrop. I'm going to put it's like a beach almost behind me, and I put that. Yeah, so it's going to be nice out there.
Nice. Well, Billy, do you have any questions for us?
Gizzard stew. Where did the name Gizzard stew come from?
Oh boy. Basically it just came from when I started doing this, everybody was picking out names like Mike Vapes or Jimmy Vapes or
Yeah.
Carly Vapes or
Robbie Vapes. Yeah.
Robbie Vapes. And I had seen a video by Grim Green right at the time that I was trying to pick out a name or whatever, and he was kind of saying, "Will you guys knock off just all this, Billy Vapes and Ginny Vapes and all that stuff?" So I'm like, yeah, you don't have to just go with your first name and Vapes after it. So then I was thinking, I guess it just came about because Gizzard stew kind of describes me pretty well, because it's like a dish that doesn't sound that good, but if you've ever tried it, it's awesome.
Dude, I'll tell you, it fits you. It definitely fits you 100%. If I picture somebody named Gizzard stew, it'll be you.
So
I'm not saying you look like Gizzard stew. I mean, I'm just saying, you just got that. I guess, of course, maybe you're the only person I've ever known that's called Gizzard stew.
It's probably better than Stewart Vapes.
Stew Vapes. Check it out, Stew Vapes.
This vape is good enough for you? It's smart enough for you?
Yeah.
Doggone it, I like it.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
And,
yeah.
Yeti's uncle. What is that? Who's Yeti and why are you?
Oh, here we go.
Man, I wish I had an awesome story behind it. So I don't have an awesome story behind it. The only thing that I can remember as to the origin of it was I was on some chat, like some chat room, back when there was chat rooms. That's how I've had this thing for fucking forever. And there was an asshole in there that was really grating on me. And his thing was, like, if somebody had something to say, his thing was, "Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle." And that just got so fucking irritating. And he was one of those one-uppers, every time somebody had something, he would one-up them, or, and I hate that more than fucking anything. So I was like, well, and that I'll be a monkey's uncle thing started really, really irritating me one night. So I just decided I'd one-up him, and what's bigger than a monkey? The only thing I could think of was a Yeti. So somehow that got stuck, and the name got stuck to me somehow. I really don't know.
I'll be a Yeti's uncle.
Yeah, that's what I had replied to him was, "I'll be a Yeti's uncle."
You could have been Bigfoot's uncle,
Yeah, I don't know if it had the same pizzazz though. Yeah, sorry, I don't have a clever story behind it. I guess I need to think one up, come up with one.
There you,
I have a request right now
A squatch board.
for Yeti's uncle. Never seen you without that thing. Can you take
There's a couple videos. One not too long ago.
Can you take that off here now and put it back on? Give it like a second.
Yeah, I can.
All right.
Oh God. Gizzard Stew, you age restricted this video. Your uncle's stripping again.
It's dismount.
Now is that just like like when you're off video? Like you take? Is that just like a video thing? You just one of your things?
No,
No, he
this
wears.
is a daily thing.
He wears that to the grocery store.
Let me check these ingredients real quick.
I actually did leave the house the other day. I went to go pick my wife up, and I still had it on.
It's like permanently attached to his forehead.
She's just like, no, stop.
Well, she just looked at me. And I was like, "What?" I thought a booger or something, And she just sitting there, just looking at me, giving me this weird look. She didn't say anything. I was like, "What?" Because it really started to freak me out. And she's like, "I can't believe you left the house like that." And I was like what? She's like, "You got your damn light on your head." I was like, "Oh shit." Luckily, that was the only place I went. So.
Oh man.
But that's you, man. It's
Yeti's uncle, all survival all the time.
Well, I mean, see, that's the thing. A lot of people you think that it's like just a thing, it's just a thing I do, but it's seriously, it's just easier to leave it on because I'm constantly. I was building right before I came in here. I just got through building this up. I mean, I'm constantly either making coils or building addies or something.
yeah.
nice. Mine came off with as an acronym because LIFA stands for Life is Fucking Awesome.
Yeah, I
It's
asked you that
been
before with Jack. I remember you told me.
it's been forever, but now I'm just called LIFA, and that's why I've remade a new intro on my channel, so people had to watch it. I repeated it like 4 or 5 times. Now I won't get people asking me, what does it stand for?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I thought it was life. Like I was saying life.
Either way.
we're about out of time, so I'm going to wind this down. First, I want to thank Billy for coming on, even though he was a little bit late. We still appreciate you showing up, buddy.
Fashion.
And maybe you can come back for another half hour some other night.
Oh man.
What do you think?
You like that? I like that back. Thanks for coming on. God.
Slap.
Gizzard likes sliding in those shit sandwiches.
Exactly. Like Billy, I love you, but
But I warned you the other day. I'm freaking absent-minded.
I know. I reminded you too. I'm like, well, I don't know if we're gonna have a guest or not. Anyway, I do appreciate you coming. I think with it, we had a good show, even because we were talking about stuff before you got here, so it was okay.
it's a good little show.
Yeah, I want to do our little shout outs for the people that we like to support, which is OHMAGEDDON and Duck Pond E-Liquids, Coil Vapes. Get yourself some Disc 1. Shout out Yeti's uncle and Yeti Wire. And then we have Weston Liquids. We have Vaping Swag and Big Boy Comp Wire. Check out Big Boy Comp Wire.
That's all I had.
And, of course, Vaping Swag. So I want to thank all the people that showed up to watch the show tonight. And be sure to tune in about a half an hour for the Freaky Fresh Friends Friday show. And Billy, you want to take us out?
Where you want to go?
Good one.
Hell yeah. This is my type of dude. Let's.
We're all
my class.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. seriously, you're all a great group of guys, man, and I'll definitely come on again. So
Right on.
Launch it.
Hell yeah.
Launch, bro.
Cilantro.
Oregano.
Masturbate.